When you learn to master the energetics behind the things we give importance to, this is when you really get to learn the secrets of creating your own reality. Anything that you make important, whether it's, getting a text back from somebody or having somebody notice you in a specific way, whatever you're placing the importance on, you are putting up barriers for it to actually come into your experience. Whatever you are putting the importance on, you're putting this energetic disresonance between your self-concept of yourself and this thing that's really important to you. You're placing it outside of yourself. By putting the importance on it, you are literally making it harder for you to experience. And so, why is that? You have to understand how things flow in the universe. Just like the water flows in a certain current down the river. And if you go against that current, it is a lot harder on you and getting to where you need to be. But if you allow the current to take you and allow it to flow, it becomes more effortless. And so when we give things importance, what we are doing energetically is building those barriers around us. We are going upstream. So you have to care less to a specific extent. I know it matters to you, but it's really important for you to allow that to release. You have to lower the resistance in order for that to flow into your experience. Because there's some things, if you've been, a conscious creator for some time now, and what you manifest in your life, some things come more effortlessly than others. And it does have to do with a lot of energy behind it and your beliefs behind it and how you perceive it. But it also has to do with the level of importance you place on it. Because something is really, 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 really important to you, and you always are putting your energy there. That is a misuse of our energy. You place a lot of your energy, which is taking from other things in your life, on this importance. So you're taking your energy to create a barrier in your life that's going to make it harder for you to receive that thing that is so important to you. When you learn to decrease the level of importance, then you resonate with what it is you truly want a lot easier. Let's use a quick analogy of a seesaw. Okay, and so on one end is you, and on the other end is your desire and the importance of that desire. Okay? So if you give your desire a lot of importance, it's going to become unbalanced. So you are looking up at this importance. It is not on the same wavelength as you. You are separating it from yourself. So it creates resistance. Okay? And this is why you are having trouble experiencing it or attracting it or having this become your reality because of this importance factor. Giving another example, just, my YouTube, for example. When I first started it, it was about sending this message I felt called to deliver. So I set up the YouTube, I started making videos, and I started getting, people watching, people subscribing. And then what happened was I now had placed my energetics on this importance of getting those same numbers every time I post a video, or, having that same effect. And so my importance went from my message into like numbers of subscribers and likes, which ended up creating this resistance. So I was putting my energy into creating a resistance around me, which made my YouTube channel grow slower, right? Because I was putting the resistance there. So what we really need to do is we need to flip the script on where we're placing the importance of things in our life. because chances are you have a lot of things that are important to you that are taking from your energy. This is where self-awareness comes into play and is super key to you being a conscious creator, because you have to gain awareness on what we're giving importance to. And is it really worth creating all that resistance and using our energy to create the resistance? So what is important to you? Is it an amount of dollars? Is it this new home, a new living situation, a relationship? Whatever you are placing importance on, is it truly important to place your energy right there? Because chances are you're creating resistance. You are not creating attraction and flow effortlessly. You're creating resistance. You're making it harder to flow to you. So take a moment to really analyze what you're placing importance on. What are you placing outside of yourself? And where are you putting that energy? So when you put importance on something, you're taking a lot of energy from your body. Okay, so what is truly important are things that give you the energy that you need to be in to have the experiences and the outcomes you desire. So when you think of it this way, what gives you more energy? Where can you place less importance on in your life to take some of your energy back? You have to begin caring less about that outcome, because what it is that importance you place so highly on something is because chances are you believe that'll make you happier, that'll make your life better, right? That'll give you this feeling that you currently don't have now. Now, one of the most important things as a conscious creator is to learn how to create the emotion within us without needing the condition. Okay? So this is my whole philosophy on unconditional love. When you're in resonance with source energy, when you're tuned to your inner being and your guidance system, and you feel that connection with source, that's what you want to be able to tap into, regardless of this importance that you're placing on, regardless of the relationship, regardless of the income, regardless of your career, where you're at with that. When we're allowing these things that we have importance on to disconnect us from that connection, that's conditional love. When we can separate that of that importance and just learn to reconnect and ignite that source energy connection with our inner being, regardless of the conditions around us. So regardless of that important thing, if it happens or not, and what's going on there, now you're living unconditionally. Now you're loving unconditionally. So you really want to live unconditionally. And this is something you need to begin practicing. If you're the type that has a hard time identifying where your thoughts are, where your energy is, you really want to begin meditating. You want to do a very passive meditation. I recommend my 5-minute meditation that you can grab for free in my Ascension workbook through the link below. Begin practicing that. In 2 weeks of practicing that, you'll have more self-awareness than you've ever had in your life. And then you should continue on using that practice to build your self-awareness. And it doesn't even have to be while you're sitting down. This is the type of meditation you could do anywhere. It can be done anywhere. You just have to give your mind a task to focus on something mundane. Then you're going to notice that your mind's not going to focus on it anymore, whether it takes 30 seconds, a minute, or even 2 seconds. Your mind's going to snap back to a natural thinking pattern of the energies and the thought forms that you have going on, because there's so many energetic patterns within you. That's why it's so easy to get up and do the same routine day in and day out, day in and day out. Like, oh, I need my coffee in the morning. I need to do this. Then I got to go do this. These are part of the energetic patterns that you have that are for your physical action, but there's also just thoughts going on, whether you are consciously aware of them or not. And so when you do this quick meditation and you practice that, you'll have more awareness of where you're going, where you are placing importance, where you are using this energy, this unused energy. You are pretty much throwing it away by giving your importance to something. So I created my own course that you can learn online called Spirit Ascension. And obviously, that's something very important to me. And every time I place high importance on my course, anytime I place high importance on my YouTube channel, the resistance grows greater. And I don't see the outcomes that I want. I don't attract effortlessly the results that I'm striving to create. And so as soon as I let go of that, boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. It is hilarious. Because I'm not even looking for it. When you are constantly placing importance on something, you are constantly looking for it. The universe can't deliver something to you when you are in the midst of searching for it. In the midst of searching for it, it's like, I don't have it. You are emphasizing the lack thereof. Because you are in rush. But your soul is not in rush. Your soul, your inner being is already in that. It is already there for your inner being. And so your inner being is guiding you to the path of least resistance through your emotional guidance system. So your emotions are very important to be aware of. That's why self-awareness is very key, because it's so easy to get lost in emotion. Even knowing this myself, I can get lost in my negative emotions, especially sadness. I get very lost in it easily. But because I've built a really good self-awareness practice, I'll notice it a lot sooner than I would before I even had a self-awareness practice, before I even began meditating. Okay. So it was very important for me to do that. So if that's something like you, if you get really lost in the emotions and that emotion carries on a theme and then it carries on as a pattern, and then you're just like carrying this sadness around for you for no apparent reason, because the story in your mind told you that you couldn't have it. And so, or you weren't worthy of it, or it's not possible for you, or whatever the story is, whether you are consciously aware of it or not, it is causing a separation between you and your inner guidance. So your inner guidance is alerting you, not that way, not that way. And it alerts you through that emotion. So when you begin looking at your sadness as just a disconnection between you and your inner guidance system, you and your inner being, the eternal soul part of you, okay? When you learn that it's just you getting further from that, it's the cause of separation. Okay. I mean, your inner being can never be truly separated from you, but energetically speaking, to it knowing where you want to go and what you are doing, it needs to alert you through emotion. That's all emotion really is. And this is why when we give really high importance to things and we think that we need that to feel this, you're going to feel a lot of resistance. You're going to feel it. It's going to feel heavy. It is going to feel like a struggle. It is going to feel uneasy to you because of the resistance you are building. And again, you're searching for it. When I get that thing, I can be happy. Okay. Well, the universe sees you searching for it. So the universe, God's source energy, how it responds to frequency and energy, doesn't hear your cry for the thing. It hears you amplifying, I'm searching. So it's going to give you more of that. It's going to give you more opportunities to search. Make sense? So if you're done searching for the things that you want and you want to begin attracting them into you, well, you got to stop caring a little bit less about the importance of them. It's okay to have importance in your life in the areas that it matters, like family and health and those things. But we want to be careful because, again, if we put it too high up on a pedestal, there's that seesaw moment again. You're creating the resistance. And it could be for anything. So you almost want to let go of that importance and tap back into your resonance with your inner being. I easily do that through meditation and practicing gratitude, practicing appreciating the world around me, even though there's a million things I can focus on about that's going on in the world right now that will really snap me right out of my resonance with source, okay, and cause a lot of resistance. So where you place your attention is very important. That's just is very important. The importance of your attention. These two things, when you learn to leverage the energetics and understand the energetics behind it, it's easier for you to maneuver your energy in correlation with what you want to attract, because like energy attracts like energy. So you always have to come back to what energy is being put into here. Am I giving this too much importance? Am I creating too much resistance between me and my desire? And this is going to help determine a lot of things in your life when you begin focusing on this and allowing to let go and coming back into the feeling of resonance and source, not needing the condition. So doing it unconditionally, and not just doing it so you do it unconditionally so you can get the condition. That's very counterproductive. It's not going to work. And trust me, I've tried it. But the second I truly let go and I'm not searching for anything, I'm not placing the importance on anything, all of a sudden I'm having a conversation with somebody or I'm watching TV and laughing. I use TV to raise my frequency. I love watching things that make me laugh. And so I'm laughing and all of a sudden, bloop, on my phone, someone's signing up for Spirit Ascension and enrolling in my course. I'm like, what? Because like I've been trying so hard. I've been placing so much importance. Nothing's been coming. I let it go. And there it is. And that's just one tiny example. So learn to feel when you are in that resistance. And the more you do that and recognize that, your body will become familiar with it. You'll even know that all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm feeling resistance, and I might not even consciously know what I'm doing to create it, but I'm feeling it in my body. That is so beautiful. If you are able to identify that you have resistance going on, that means you are mastering being a conscious creator. You just need to take it that one step further and start doing inner work. Asking yourself, what am I really saying to myself about this? Because I'll give you another example. On Instagram, I seen a photo of this girl on a guy's shoulder at a concert, and she looked really happy. She looked like she was having a good time. And almost I allowed this resistance to form by me just looking at this picture, because I'm not having that kind of fun, right? But the thing is, it had nothing to do about being at a concert and being on my man's shoulders watching this concert. Because first of all, me being in large crowds of people is not my forte. I will do it, but I have to protect my energies, because large crowds really disturb my energy, because I pick up people's energy very easily. And so it wasn't about the concert at all. It wasn't about that lifestyle. It was because she looked free and happy. And in this moment, I was detached from my source energy, and I wasn't free and happy. And so when you recognize that happens when you see somebody, when you talk to somebody, when you see something on social media, and you create, and all of a sudden this resistance comes over you. This disconnection with source comes over you. When you're able to identify that sooner and understand truly the underlying reason of why that is, now you can become more conscious about where you put your energy. And where you put your energy will have everything to do with what you attract, because like energy attracts like energy, right? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dana, but you can call me Day. I'm known for helping you align your energy with your desires so you can start ascending your dreams into your reality. I do this through the power of teaching you how to align and heal your own energy so you can connect easier with source energy. And by activating your chakras, especially your mind's eye, your third eye chakra, in order to transform your reality around you. If you're looking for free resources on this, make sure to grab my free Ascension workbook through the link below. And feel free to check out my one-on-one services, my courses, and workshops as well. Much love and light. I'll see you in the next video.